What if one sentence, just 7 words, could change everything we thought we knew about 2 of China's most loved stars? That's exactly what happened when Wu Lei, known for his calm, disciplined image, said something at a brand event that made millions of hearts skip a beat. No scandals.
No flashy Gestures.
Just a quiet, genuine moment that fans across the world now call the softest confession in C-drama history. So what did he really say? And why has the internet never been the same since? Stay right here, because this story isn't just about love, it's about honesty, admiration, and the rare beauty of 2 souls who understand each other without words. The moment that changed everything began not with grand gestures or dramatic declarations, but with a pause, soft, unassuming, and deeply human. Wu Lei, a man known for his quiet professionalism and calm reserve, stood beneath the stage lights at a brand event that seemed, at first, no different from dozens before. Yet as he was asked about the people who had inspired him most, something in his demeanor shifted. His voice grew gentler, his eyes thoughtful, and the usual barrier between celebrity and audience seemed to dissolve. It was as if, for a brief second, the world could see not the actor, but the man behind the spotlight. He began carefully, almost introspectively, speaking of someone he had worked with. A person, he said, who was warm, strong, and quietly supportive. There was no flourish, no attempt to embellish his words. It was honesty at its most disarming. The room held its breath, sensing the depth behind his tone. When the host, perhaps teasingly, asked if he was referring to Zhao Lucy, Wu Lei's reaction was as revealing as his words. He smiled, a genuine, unguarded smile that softened his entire face, and replied, "You said it, not me." That single sentence rippled across the internet like a spark in dry grass. In an industry where every syllable is measured and every smile rehearsed, Wu Lei's offhand remark felt startlingly authentic. Fans, journalists, and even fellow actors replayed the moment endlessly, searching for meaning in the pause before his answer, in the glint in his eyes, in the way his laughter carried both affection and restraint. What made it powerful was not what he confirmed, but what he chose to leave unsaid. It wasn't the words themselves that captivated millions, but the emotion beneath them, the subtle tremor of sincerity that so rarely survives fame. His voice carried admiration, tenderness, perhaps even something more profound, yet never once crossed into performance. For many, it was the kind of moment that restores faith in the possibility of something genuine amid the noise of celebrity life. It reminded people that sometimes, truth does not need to be spoken loudly, it only needs to be felt. And on that day, Wu Lei didn't just answer a question. He changed the way the world saw him, and perhaps, the way Xiao Lucy saw him too. The reaction to Wu Lei's quiet yet powerful words unfolded like a wave, gathering strength with every heartbeat. Within minutes of the event, the internet was no longer calm. Social media platforms across China and beyond lit up with disbelief, fascination, and emotion. Hashtags surged to the top of every trending list, videos of that one moment replayed endlessly, and fans began dissecting each frame, each flicker of expression, as if decoding a secret love letter. But what made this moment different from the fleeting storms of celebrity gossip was its sincerity. People didn't see a performance. They saw something fragile, real, and unmistakably human. And then came Zhao Lucy's response. Hours after Wu Lei's words had set the digital world ablaze, she posted a single sentence: "Some words don't need to be repeated, they're understood." No emojis, no tags, no explanations, just a whisper that spoke volumes. That silence, that restraint, was her answer. The internet erupted again, but this time it was quieter in tone, filled with admiration and tenderness. Fans called it poetic, elegant, and the perfect counterpart to Wu Lei's subtle confession. When reporters later asked her about his comment, she only smiled softly and said, "He's always so kind." It was a sentence drenched in grace, one that left audiences stunned by its simplicity. The combination of his warmth and her gentle poise created something rare in modern entertainment. A love story, or perhaps a story of mutual respect, told without a single explicit declaration. Together, their exchange became a study in emotional intelligence, in the art of speaking through silence. What followed was not chaos but a quiet unity. Fans who had once merely admired their on-screen chemistry in Love Like the Galaxy began to see it as something that had perhaps transcended the camera. They remembered how naturally they had laughed together, how easily they seemed to understand each other, and how that connection never faded even after filming ended. This moment of mutual acknowledgement breathed new life into their bond, sparking both nostalgia and hope. It wasn't just about romance. It was about authenticity in a world where authenticity is rare. The ripple effect of their exchange wasn't measured in headlines or numbers, but in hearts moved by the reminder that true emotion doesn't shout. It lingers quietly and stays. What makes this moment between Wu Lei and Zhao Lusi resonate so deeply across the world is not merely the suggestion of romance, but the authenticity it represents in an industry often accused of artifice. Their exchange was delicate yet powerful, a reminder that sincerity still holds value in a space ruled by perfection and publicity. In an era where every smile can be rehearsed and every word carefully scripted, Wu Lei's unguarded warmth and Zhao Lucy's graceful restraint struck audiences as something almost revolutionary. It wasn't a headline created for attention, it was a human moment, unpolished and true, and that truth crossed language and cultural barriers effortlessly. From Seoul to Paris, from Los Angeles to Bangkok, audiences recognized something universal in their connection: the quiet electricity that exists when two people understand each other beyond words. Fans in Japan described it as kokoro no tsunagari, a connection of hearts. Western media called it the art of saying everything by saying nothing. It was a story that needed no translation because it spoke to something that lives in everyone, the longing to be seen and understood without explanation. Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy's interaction reminded people that vulnerability is not weakness, but strength. He, the actor known for discipline and control, allowed a glimpse of feeling to surface. She, the actress admired for her brightness and composure, responded with gentleness and quiet assurance. Together, they offered a rare picture of emotional balance. Two individuals meeting each other in honesty, without spectacle. It was their restraint that made it beautiful, their subtlety that made it timeless. The resonance also lies in how the world has changed. People are tired of noise, of scandals, fake romances, and media manipulation. In contrast, this moment felt pure. It wasn't about gaining attention or feeding algorithms. It was about two people simply being real. That's why it traveled so far, reaching audiences who may never have watched Love Like the Galaxy yet felt touched by their unspoken understanding. It offered hope that in the glare of fame, humanity can still survive, that love, admiration, or connection, when expressed with truth, can move millions without a single dramatic gesture. Across continents and languages, this moment became more than entertainment. It became a shared heartbeat. Since that night, both stars have seen their names soar again. Interviews, brand attention, new projects. But more than fame, it's their grace that captured hearts. Insiders whisper about possible award show reunions and new collaborations, and fans are already planning watch parties, hoping for even the smallest interaction. Whether it's friendship or something deeper, what matters most is the way they treat each other, with kindness, respect, and unspoken affection. Maybe that's why this story feels different. It isn't about possession or drama, it's about two people who quietly lift each other up. Wu Lei's simple, heartfelt words have done more than spark rumors. They've reminded the world that sincerity never goes out of style. Sometimes, the truest confessions aren't shouted, they're whispered through warmth, through trust, and through shared silence.
So what do you think?
Was this Wu Lei's quiet confession of love? Or simply a moment of deep gratitude between two souls who truly understand each other? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the next chapter in China's most heartwarming celebrity stories. Thank you for watching News, where every story has a heartbeat. See you in the next video.
Schwindelsymbol.